Ti afi omo say makobusa say Sharaf nya sika wey. Na no kura no hwe passing comment. Me ya na me am ka say omba betwuma da pa. Eti ye nyai. Afi ebinum so Sharaf no ne papa. Ene papa nua na Ibrahim Mahama. No omo wo sika deda. Na akufo de no omo ne busuafo no ombo kube. Kube na no omo bo ansa na omo ba ba mu ahu. Na obi ane na na ba ye chief justice. Akufo de na ne papa ye chief justice of the republic. Akufo de do Akufo. Who ye chief justice of the republic? Akufo papa be ye president of the republic. What's the say nipa no omo ni what it takes to open a restaurant? Precisely. Tie de make yi hypocrisy be kumo. Pound for pound. Mo hypocrisy be kumo. Exactly so. When na ye ti koma na mbeka say Akufo the $25 million contract. Ama ne ba so onkonko penti eye wo artwork. Akola yi ba be ka kire mo say enye wo no eye onye contract bia. Na ye private companies na precisely. What's the mom printer? Mobile won't me for a contract in a match. But I know Kurano. Me will problem with it. If so, your president a bar now call private individual. So we pay sponsorship. Private individual or interest. It was the ever sponsor.
Let them know.
Omaya Yatimwa, your Ghana Boxing Authority, your Sports Authority, National Sports Authority, your Ministry of Sports. Also, Ghana Boxing Authority, National Sports Authority, Ministry of Sports. Sa huge national institutions. Omuntimi organize boxing just a Sharaf and the co-organizing. When you correct. So when I say obi use state power at their building ma you're wrong. And they obi use state power at their building ma yanki anuntu. Secretary Chiako kandi yanka bida. Say Sharaf for ye boxing at the no why there's nothing wrong. Maybe can kwa sen kwa ya de. Now so said there now no more year you know you be some the same question. Musimunti bida. I don't know munti bida. Matimi mutubi ne hwiama no because I Sharaf. Me and my Sharaf and you no name target. I'm questioning a ye no. Say ya the papa. Ya two adia abama obia. All of a sudden abusu for all near Ramem wonim. Instead so be use state institutions. Ghana Boxing Authority. Ghana Sports Authority. Now all their build this idea no. Or the neba na lead their build this idea no. And almost me am questioning. Because in the bay why are successful? Yes, it is okay. Now a whole sports authority, Ghana Boxing Authority, and the sports ministry, Kofi Adams. Someone to me organize a year successful boxing match, and to me for Anthony Joshua Madia. And you most sure one Sharaf made the ministry there. Some Funubano. Oh, me ask some quite did. I've almost been to be there. And I see Joshua Clotte near the Sen, you very Okatakyie near Bono. And yet you hear me. Joshua Clotte walk. Oh, boxing ya millions of dollars. When he men for be a man promote Ghana boxing. Now we suko no ma we wonana now say one brother promote Ghana boxing.
What a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Joshua Clotte is one TB da. Adia no so ye lasting solution. It was China say President Mahama bani ni ho a. Obi antimi promote boxing bio. Ni use state institutions na ka boxers no mo ho atomo. Adia na make amonti ase. Adia na make amonti ase. And yen free ho for a second let's pretend say your mama nye Sharaf papa ah your president it is Sharaf we churo krata komata loyola and go sponsor no even among kana koresa so by proximity to power he is using it for other nyoma ya kan wasem say you wrong
exactly so
say Akufo ye na nya and ne your mama ba ya enye
wrong
mosi yanki anuntu
that's what they know.
Oba ye wo de Sharaf ne namu a wo tu kwan kura na the expense of the taxpayer na de ne ka hoko me kan ye na ojaye nyasa and we are accepting this nonsense aban ye nya to abama aban na president ba ya na ne wo fa ase mabie foundation ne nana mabie foundation ne yire mabie o ya so da bi private institutions na support me why they name say private institutions because we are closer to power until no support you yan konko here 1.5 code of conduct yan konko here point 1.5
read it to them
ni reading kire wo it was ministers more involved your families which will likely or is likely to conflict them among your families and which is likely to conflict and when for your money will ban you did and your ban no by virtue of the fact that Obama a papa president
expose them
it is all kubusa omu bibia omu ni say public perception is critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability. And I'm sure President Mahama, the code of conduct. Also, public perception is a critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability in governance. It is a President Mahama Yahweh say public perception is a critical factor there. The body nama memo, what does it send to the public?
Ask him.
I never see more Bianca was. Bianya di. And I'm saying the Makoka Sharaf asem. Enti dia bay. Yanti bida. Boxers and say dia. My men kind boxing ho asem. Na sports journalist for no say dia. My men can sports ho asem. Ana morning show for ne etwetwe scam mo no. O mo didi katechi atem. Because Makoka Sharaf asem. Na Sharaf di moja chan adui na ho ahwan. Ojonso de crude oil. Magana. Kimi anka oni jomama asem. Akufo ado bade e betimi aka wona na mama muomu a there is a problem with it. Na mom se jomama ba ene na mama muoni mu a there is no problem with it.
Precisely.
I'm not against or no boy no.
No, never.
I am not against him.
Never.
Let's state that record clear. It's not about the guy.
Exactly.
And make some catch it. No offer. And then neck down. So now when you say confidence, so we can't say momenti minchwe na no offer. It confidence so buy you know. And my say when ni nua ba no. Lordina de men kana sem bi. Tomorrow Lordina men kana sem for a while. And was sade no offer see there ba. Enti mi ko ye no. Ka me meka bi o.
Roman father.
And you confidence so. Oh guys was even offer that was be you the free. Ah but you know.
Ye offer.
And they say no. Confidence you ba Lordina ne. Ayi we no. Sharaf there. Me you o free. Just that microphone in your man o mo keka na me be school you. Why? Eti nya Sharaf. Na mom na konta ne dem uniform nye. John dem uniform. Confidence so e ma bio. E ma wa konta me uniform nye yi. E so ne Malam Yohane do na ebu man. Ti me uniform a. And I know say me nua asafo JNDC kasa. Ono so wonso yi president ma free na am say na me uniform say. Asafo je yi. Anti enye yi. Won na ebu man. Ti afi wo mo say. Makobisa say. Sharaf nya sika we. Na no kura no hwe passing comment.
Exactly.
Me ya na me am ka say on ba betwuma da pa. Eti ye nyai. Afi ebinum so Sharaf no ne papa. Ene papa nua ne Ibrahim Mahama. No mu was candidate. Na ku for de no mo nebusuafo no mbo kube. Kube na no mo bo ansa no mo ba ba mu ahu. Na obi ane na be ye chief justice. E ku for de na ne papa ye chief justice of the republic. Akufado Edward Akufado who is chief justice of the republic. Akufado papa be president of the republic. What's the say nipa no money what it takes to open a restaurant.
Precisely.
Tie de make yi hypocrisy be kumo.
Pound for pound.
Mo hypocrisy be kumo.
Exactly so.
E be bo mu tri so. And no ye can be tie Akufado de no because it was wrong.
Precisely.
This whole idea say you true abama obi a. Dek Nana busuafo ne namusa. And as a nation we are accepting that nonsense as a norm.
Exactly.
What nation is this? Yatro Abama obi. All of a sudden we na Yirate foundation. Now why? Omo opposition who foundation da. Na Yirate foundation no. Now the number here private companies so. Mom na me support it. Oh yes, it is a dream now why? When na yeti koma na mbeka say. Akufa the $25 million contract. Ama ne baso onkonko penti yi wo artwork. Akola yi ba be ka kire mo say. Enye wo no onye contract bia. Na ye private companies na aso na say. Mo se mo mpenda. Mo ba ye mo ntimi fa contract ne me kire. E wo he. But I know Kurano, me will problem with it. If so, your president bar now call private individual, so we call pay sponsorship. Private individual or interest. It was the ever sponsor.
Let them know.
O we also are watching a woman assemble say be ya buying ma against them and you want the it tell oil so best sponsor Sharaf by virtue of Sharaf being in close proximity with the president omudi be yama no so how are we accepting the norm say so be papa be your president all of a sudden that person can be going around soliciting for funds from it will cost money 2 million Ghana cedi 2 million 5,000 and you are using it as a yardstick because you go for the
exactly so
ti Sharaf ni na mamemu Sadenya Sharaf organize boxing eye kama It boxing for say me and Kawasem. It is even an affront. Ade we eyenim guasiama mo ankasa as a nation. Omaya yetimwa, your Ghana Boxing Authority, your Sports Authority, National Sports Authority, your Ministry of Sports. Also say Ghana Boxing Authority, National Sports Authority, Ministry of Sports. Say huge national institutions. Omuntimi organize boxing just a Sharaf and co-organize. When you correct. So I say, Obi use state power at your building in ma, and you're wrong. And they obey use state power at your building in ma. Yankee and Untu. Okatakyie, Sadiq Adams say, your organization be 2024. One and name said 2024. John Mahama was a potential president. And don't forget, John Mahama has become a president before and now coming. So by virtue of so even former president in it alone. And on the man, a friend be a influence peddler. What is one of can say? Secretary Chiako can the Yankee say Sharaf for ye boxing at the end. Why are there? There's nothing wrong. Maybe can I say why are there? Now so said there now no more year, you know, you'll be some of the same question. Musimunti bida. I don't know Munti bida. Matimit Mutubi Neviamano because I shut up. Me and my Sharaf and you're no target. I'm questioning a year. Say ya the papa. Ya two idea Abama Obia. All of a sudden, the bush you fall all near Ramam winning. So you will realize that President Mahama, Nivision, I know your president want to say, Obama Bukom Arena. I be your sports a year, a boxing for Nina Bayajuma.
Precisely.
Instead so obey use state institutions. Ghana Boxing Authority, Ghana Sports Authority. Now all their builders are there, no. Or the neighbor lead their builders are there, no. And I'm saying me a question because they be why are they successful? Yes, it is okay. Now a whole sports authority, Ghana Boxing Authority, and the sports ministry, Kofi Adams. Someone to me organize a successful boxing match. And to me for Anthony Joshua Madia. And you're most sure one Sharaf made the ministry there. Some funubano. Me asun kwa didi. Afi o mo se mentibida.
Fire them.
Because a Sharaf. The Kufuado badie. Okobi a restaurant. Ni a twantro restaurant yesi 6 million wa. Mo ha money twantro. Emi agitum. Ya kind of say ampa me mo ya adwene. Kufuado ban mo ne na mama muom. If so yes adia. Yan konko he code of conduct no no Joma ma na angasa ne ba. E say wo ye say wo pese wo promote boxing. Make an na no ayimi angasa me nua bukum banku. Ono so abeka bi. Asem na richi. Wa hwe ono wo ka no. Say mre bi obeka so feel me pa. Eti wo ye no ani di matem. Omo maka ne de. Ayiti policy ni tiri ho se bosompani no odi di matem. Ani ase Joshua Cloth ni ade se ne e ba hwe Katakye ni abo no. Anya de ehia ni. Joshua Cloth wo obo boxing nya millions of dollars. When you men for be a man me promote Ghana boxing. Now we suko no ma we wonana na say won bra me promote Ghana boxing ma.
What a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Joshua Cloth is one TB da. Ade no so ye lasting solution. It was China say President Mahama bani ni ho a. Obi antimi promote boxing bio. Ni ye use state institutions na ka boxers no mo ho atomo. Ade na make am monte ase. Ade na make am monte ase.
For pound.
Ade ba no. Ni an kan okure okure ni musa. Ah? Ade ba no. Dek. Enra na ye Kufuado ba. Ye nyina kaseti ai. And ye Sharaf. And I'm saying it's not even about Sharaf.
Never.
It could have been me, it could have been General, it could have been anybody.
Precisely.
So it's not about Sharaf.
Exactly.
But it is the idea here to Obama Ubia. All of a sudden, ne bush your phone ramuna, yeah. Also, private institutions and a sponsor. It's Italo oil. Now, what's Sadiq Adams who free this sponsor here? It is Sadiq Adams can say, can you mention correct? Say, now, what truck at Talo oil or Bema sponsorship for sports. And yen free for a second, let's pretend that your mama and your Sharaf papa. Our your president. It is Sharaf we truck at Akomata Loyola and one sponsor. Even among Kanokresa. So by proximity to power, he is using it for other Nyama. Yakan was say you're wrong.
Exactly so.
Sekufado ye nenya and ne your mama by ya and yet
Wrong.
Mosi Yankee Anuntu.
That's what they know.
Ghana Boxing Authority. Saudi Anthony Joshua beba ya asem ketwa. Anthony Joshua make appearance. Sometimes we charge even $2 million.
Precisely so.
$2 million.
All the people.
before so and I'm going to buy no the president e free they go free imagine the situation appearance fee or charges sometimes as high as $2 million.
So
na ya ka say mun use state institutions no fanye mo se mun use state institutions ye ba me ya ba lidi anya de papa Anthony Joshua wonye charity organization o ye event na peso oba na manfo na ni be di akira said oba ye manfo na ni adi akira na mo mun use national sports authority mun use Ghana boxing authority na munya nsem hunu no aja be no Sharaf so and I know Sadiq Adams who no sports in the core report say Sharaf no we footballer born wo Bobby way wo Bobby da bay and all of a sudden you champions and you be see your boxing ko akira onu na eba be na see that be you wrong
exactly
your man state institutions in champion say be ya wo chena so your mama ni aban mu a still an boxers and mo betomo be ka bibi aboa mu a mo beto enam say ndisi afra mo nti ya ka mo se dey ya ba hwehwe na ni abo no enye de ehia ni awode kro na award ba hwehwe ka de chi no abebo no fa koje ayi titles bra and I got say me say me hwehwe ka te chi ayi bebo na no ehunura me ana ehunura okay, I'm so now you'll be destroyed now. Meaning why people are so fixated on being destroyed or being something must be destroyed anyways. Somebody must be destroyed anyways. Why do we live in a world where we feel so self-important? Say, munyanse mhunu na mutimi rewura obia. Sadi ya kan bi na no kire kufu adaba. Sadi ya beka bi a kire mo. Oba ya wo de Sharaf ne namu a utu kwan kora na the expense of the taxpayer. Na de ne ka hoko. Meka ya na ojaye. Yes, sir. And we are accepting this nonsense. Abanye nyatu abama abanye na president baya na ne wofa ase mabie foundation ne nana mabie foundation ne yire mabie o ya so da bi private institutions na support me. Why they say private institutions? Because we are closer to power until no support you. Expose them. Sharaf no anka says when you president mama you president ba. What chura krata ko baby obebu ano. So you so no anka sa ni position to intimidate people.
Exactly.
What's me yanka? Yanko code of conduct na president mama. I sure ya dem ministers. E wa bra wo no ani so. Yanko go 1.5. Code of conduct. Yanko point 1.5.
Read it to them.
Ni reading chira wo. It was ministers more involve your families. Which will likely or is likely to conflict. Families and which is likely to conflict. And when you foya omone obano didi agoro. And your obano no penasem. By virtue of the fact that obano e papa president.
Expose them.
It is all kubusa omu bibia. Omuni say. Cause one former president ba. Watching no. President Mama Mekanchire say in all of these dealings on far phone Mfre will be introduced to Nebano. Is that no influence peddling? Is that no influence peddling? Are you not using the state or position as a president to influence some of these things? I feel you come Mianka. You come in Madapa. I'm a man come and so on myself. And I hear the Sharaf and movie Vitiano. But the Sharaf ye they didn't want to qua. But they are wrong. A Kufado Banner ye and they are wrong. Sakufano so no sin anisu ade hunu se obema creative art na koso nya sa etu oba na ne ba no so bua creative art eno mo cassette ai ene jo mama sin anisu ade hunu se boxing oba ye ne ba na eligi ene de mo se me cassette mu hwirim
Mr. Dreamer.
ene ba no now what code of conduct mama mfo na was a conflict of interest may be direct or indirect in nature. The code of conduct no. The president mama the ministers so also conflict of interest may be direct or indirect in nature and may arise due to influence and power of the minister holds. So the influence and the power of the president is where talomode hu ebe sponsor neba. Yes montiasi dey montiasi. Pakawosi we na make dey diase. Also may arise due to the influence and power of the minister holds, both in his or her sectorial responsibilities as a member of the cabinet. B, may be pecuniary, that is arising the minister's direct financial interest, or non-pecuniary involving a family member or close associate. So, a family member or close associate. it will be perceived as conflict of interest.
Let them know.
Hanu your mama na ye. Ne mum ne bane ne namu no ye na we a private individual. Me per sponsorship we a private in me per sponsorship. And you say we should continue as a nation with this behavior. Is that how we want to build a nation? After obenya president bi a wo ba ne bane ba ko pe bibi keke. Well, enya boxing. Inse na no na ye creative art. Ana ne we di boxing. Ba ko bi ba. Ono de do ya ne so wo checha draws mama. And so was one woman, one panty. It's a private individual, so Mumra sponsor. I've a more sponsor we are. When you're 10 million, no, the more one see depend one quakoye. No, keep it the aka. So using state power to build their own children.
Precisely.
And most say no, me I accept it. Because me I am me. How is that I am here?
Never.
President Mahama is so generous. You want to be that. The entire young one is to be done. Say, Obi Awabe former president. Now also buy president. It's even when you're former president, enough to influence some of these things.
Precisely so.
It's your year in 2024. Oh, he's a decade of Busa. Sharaf, when you're never president Mahama. Anka Oba also be person was a card. What kind of Ukrainian you know to be our soon going to be? I never know. You can read 1 point. Identify the other one. You reading near rally. And point 1.53. You can go read the rally. Was the interest of family and personal friends? Public perception is critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability. And I'm sure President Mahama, the code of conduct. Also, public perception is a critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability in governance. It is a President Mahama Yahweh say public perception is a critical factor there. What does it send to the public? I never see more Bianca was. Deck. I'm sure code of conduct. President Mahama de Troy. It was the Ama ministers. Name one word and the Bendiso.
Above the law.
Or see a conflict may arise if a minister's family member or personal friend that derives or is perceived to derive. So it's not even about deriving, but the perception of deriving.
Exactly.
What President Mahama say? Minister or more family members, a conflict may arise if a minister's family member or a personal friend derives or is perceived. It's perception in itself is enough. What's the minister in this? Perceived to derive some personal, financial, or other benefit from a decision or action by the minister or the government. It will be the It said no perception. So we use government, you know. After we see ministers in condition, what kind of country is this? Koto de budget. And until you train a track at the Chiada. I'm going to try pa. One for intellectual firepower debate.
Exactly.
Me dear, me no na we minua aye dia yi na yi wo ko kan me wasem na ho ye me hina me mfa course na be me mfa course bi ho hini say wa ko tena odi matam ni ade I won't come in that lane with you koko sua de
Precisely.
sua na me kan ye no so there be when em border on conflict of interest na mo my border on this it borders on that it borders on this then you bring another argument I'll bring counter arguments and ye no yes and end deck won sua wo have a bad big like you. We've gone past that stage. I am above that nonsense. Sharaf, it's got nothing to do with you as a person. Let's get that clear. I don't hate you. Now you see me for MPP. That's why I also say you support a good thing. Why does it mean you support a good thing? Mrs. State institutions were what I see usual. My governance here full load. More cheap governance in this country. You accept stupidity. Munya na krokro ni ade no kwa. Ka no beboa mo a chen de moya. Ehunhura. Joshua Crotty. O se ni di no no. Wontimi mu obia, we ja no kan for asem kodam yakwan. Mama yam build institutions. Ochina se Sharaf ni ho. Na President Mahama ni ho a. Boxers in mbe da survive.
Sharaf just studying now.
Me na me kuma mo no mo say kikanse mhunu say you if you don't know and you talk about boxing. Now the boxing is Kosovo.
I am a punk sub.
One eye in a punk. You should come to me, Jai. Also, probably me.